It's the Chatham Kent Home Builders Association's Parade of Homes, sponsored in part by Windmill Cabinet Shop and Owen Flooring Design Center.
The Parade of Homes continues in Chatham, Kent. We are in the Meadows with the one and only Trevor from Maple City Homes. It's so delightful to be in this subdivision. This is your subdivision.
Yes.
And you can tell, and can you explain, you've done things a little bit different here. These are production homes, and you can tell that you've put a lot of thought and effort into the aesthetics of this entire subdivision.
We try to build them as if we were living in them ourselves, so that way other buyers would want to buy them. Energy Star is a very important topic for me to build energy quality because, as everybody knows, energy costs seem to be constantly going up. So we would love to have people have a Maple City home and save money at the same time.
Yeah, that is really, truly, it is about being energy efficient. You've also taken a lot of training and science and all of that building knowledge in behind you to be net zero certified.
Yeah, I've taken the Net Zero Ready, the Net Zero courses, many of them, Energy Star back in 2006. Many of the guys that we see today doing it, we stand for quality, and the energy efficiency is on the top of our list for sure.
You know, and you and I were chatting at one point, and we talked about people understand the energy efficiency in appliances, for instance, but what about the energy efficiency of your home?
Energy Star, everyone sees it, yes, on their lights, their appliances. What people need to understand is we're labeling your whole home Energy Star. That means energy efficiency, just like your appliance, for your entire home.
Yeah, and when people come in here, as a production home, you have the option. So if I sit down with you and I'm building a home or I want to select a lot, how does this work? Can you explain that a little bit?
So if you were going to come to Maple City Homes and you wanted to choose maybe a model, you had some needs, you meet with our team, we talked about what models we build. From there, you can look at a bunch of exteriors, you look at an exterior you like. They are predetermined on lots, so that would be where we'd say, hey, you would like lot 158 for an example. Pick that lot. From the interiors, if it's not built, you can choose any one of our four, and we're more than happy to work with you.
And you have amazing suppliers and subtrades that you work with.
Yes,
You've worked with them for a very long time.
Yes, we do.
So who are some of the people that have contributed to the production of this house?
Sackwall, Alana over at Sackwall, Chatham Plumbing, Windmill Cabinets, they're a big team player here. They help us a lot.
And they're a sponsor of our Parade of Homes as well.
Sherwin-Williams does beautiful paint. We use top quality paint, not cheap paint. We use there's only one line better of paint that we use for our homes. It's a scrubbable paint, so that everyone has kids and they know that their pets or whatnot, they got to have it washed. We use a very good quality paint. There's only one higher than the paint that we use. We have soul granite sinks we put in our kitchens now. This one here is stainless, by the way, but all the new models we do use have soul granite sinks. Countertops Unlimited, they put all the quartz in for us.
You know what I love about this is the fact that when we mention the subtrades and suppliers and the people that you work with, it really is having a well-oiled machine, having a team, having a plan as well. And you really do. You put all of the pieces together, and you've done this for a very long time, and you know what works and what doesn't work.
I've been working with most of these subs for 25 years.
And that says a lot.
And I'm from Chatham. I was born and raised here.
Yeah, and how have things changed over the course of time? Like, I know that soil, for instance, is an issue in Chatham, for example, for knowing how low to dig and for foundations and that sort of thing. It's very, I guess when you live here long enough, you get to know the land.
Yes, we have sandy loam here, so not too bad. Not heavy clay. There are areas that there are, but I find that it's very good to work with. As we know, it's an agricultural community, so there's a lot of diversity in crops and fruits and vegetables and whatnot. A lot of the GTA and anywhere in Ontario gets fed from here. So we're an agriculture community for sure, but we also have the lakes from shore to shore and lots of entertainment. We've got a lot of people moving from quite a far reach out of Chatham, Kent, and they come here and they just fall in love with it. We don't have the traffic. They've got a lot of entertainment. Detroit's not far, Windsor, London's not far away. So there's a lot of things to do, and they're very happy with their purchase and moving our way.
Yeah, not only living in a beautiful home, but in a wonderful community as well. And I can attest that too. Like, Chatham, Kent it is a very magical sort of community that if you don't know about it until like you said, if you're coming from Toronto, if you're coming from London, and you discover this, it's this hidden gem, but I feel as though it's becoming more and more well known.
Yes, hidden gem is the right word. And we get a lot of people from out of bigger areas, developers, investors, they see it and they're like hidden gem. I've heard it from a lot of our expansions downtown and big buildings, and a lot of the rental properties going in with any of the high rises. I hear it from these people that they think Chatham's a great place to live, raise a family, and to retire. A lot of the people, they just want not the hustle and bustle. They want to be able to have time and not have to worry about traffic and not wait in lines and wait in lights and whatnot.
You know what I love about your subdivision is that you'll definitely know you have seen a Maple City Homes subdivision. Your exteriors are very, I would say, modern and beautiful in color, like with the wooden finishes, with the stone, with the blacks, with the... Did you have a science behind that or a methodology?
I can't take all the benefit from that and the credit. We do have teams that help us with some of the design. I do get the final say, so I do get to say I like it. But at the end of the day, I want what clients are going to like the most, because I want them happy with their purchase.
But it makes for such a sharp subdivision.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
It makes it stand out so that,
Absolutely.
like you said, you're not having two of the same side by side. It's very thought out. And as you drive through, it makes you feel happy, like, and proud of where you live. And it's like, it's your community.
It makes you feel like you're home.
How do people contact Maple City Homes?
You can reach us online at maplecityhomes.ca. You can look us up there, contact the office, 519-350-6625. Andrea and any of the staff would be more than happy to help you out. And everything online shows pretty much all of our units and everything available there, but we're here to help.
Thank you, Trevor. That's amazing. And again, our parade of homes continues, and it just gets more and more enjoyable as we continue our journey across Chatham Kent with the Chatham Kent Home Builders Association.
You've been watching the Chatham Kent Home Builders Association's Parade of Homes, sponsored in part by Windmill Cabinet Shop and Owen Flooring Design Center.